You can't fix yesterday. Believe me, I tried. So today on Growing Hope, we're going to talk about Truth 10. Yesterday is gone, and we're going to talk about 5 ways we can focus on just letting it go.
It's time for Growing Hope, the show determined to grow up hearts open to pursue the extraordinary. Because you are extraordinary! And now, it's your host, Kathryn Lang.
Hello there, and welcome to Growing Hope. I am Kathryn Lang. I am a hope smith and a dream igniter and a possibility thinker. I try to focus on the next step most of the time. These last 4 years have been hard. I've mentioned the struggles and the difficulties that we've gone through, and when I get in a dark place, when I get in a tough place, I tend to replay everything that happened. And some days it is just on a loop. It's just over and over and over again, and I can't seem to shake it. And I can't seem to shake it because I fixate on it, and whatever we fixate on is what gets down in our heart. It roots down in our heart, and that's what we end up growing up. So I'm fixated on all of this past stuff. And no matter how much I fixate on it, I can't fix it. Because it's in the past. And I cannot change the past. I don't have a time machine. I don't hang out with Doctor Who. All I have is what I have right now. And the problem with trying to change the past is that when I do, I steal from today. And when I steal from today, I don't have time to do what I need to do, and then I end up regretting it tomorrow and trying to fix it in the past. It's just a cycle of impossibility. What happened yesterday is gone. There's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is the best I can do with today. All I can do is focus on what I am aiming for today. All I can do is learn from yesterday, ask for forgiveness from God, and repent and move forward. That's the only way. I cannot fix yesterday. If I could, there are a lot of things that would be different. The number one thing would be the court case. If I have replayed my testimony once, I have replayed it 106 gazillion times. For that matter, back up a few months. I have replayed how we dealt with the insurance 160 gazillion times. And no matter how many times I replay it, no matter how many times I rewrite the dialogue, the outcome's still the same. Because I can't change what happened. What happened, happened. I can learn from it, but I can't change it. When it comes to big issues and even little issues, it is easier to focus on what we can't do as opposed to doing what we can. This goes back to the whole idea of change. If we admit that we are wrong from something that we did before, if we admit that what we did wasn't aligned with God, if we admit that what we did wasn't even knowledgeable about God, then we have to change if we're going to move forward in God. And so the reason we fixate, or reason I fixate on trying to fix yesterday, is because at least I don't have to do anything today. At least I don't have to correct my walk today. I can just keep moving forward. But if we are going to live out our abundant life, and we're called to live an abundant life, an exceedingly abundant, beyond anything we can think or imagine kind of life. And I don't know about you, but I have a really good imagination. If we're going to live that out, then we have to make the choice. I have to make the choice. to let yesterday go. Yesterday is gone, so I have to quit replaying it. Yesterday is not today, but if I focus on it, then I steal all my energy from today. And today is what I have to work with. What if and if only and all of their friends will not turn back time. They are just not that powerful. The past is only good for forgiving and forgetting, and looking behind makes it impossible to look ahead. These are the 5 points that we're going to be talking about today. So the first thing is that yesterday is gone. That's our truth for this episode. Yesterday is gone. Isaiah 43, in Isaiah 43, we learn that we're not even to remember the former things. We shouldn't even consider the things of old. Let it go. When we run it over our heads again and again and again and again, all it does is exhaust us. When I am replaying my mistakes of the past, and there are a lot of them, and when I sit and spend my time replaying those mistakes, all I'm doing is spinning my wheels. I will not get anywhere. I will not accomplish anything. I'll quit wanting to accomplish anything. I did that earlier today. I got caught up in the past, what I could have done, what I should have done, what I missed, the mistakes, the missteps, the listening to the others. In 2013, if and this is getting into one of the other points, but what if and if only? You know, because that's what happens when we're focused on yesterday, then we focus on those mistakes. And I was just all caught up in my head about the past. And once I started down that road, I looked at this path and this mistake, and then I looked at this path and this mistake, and mistake upon mistake, and then I was just tired. And all I wanted to do was go on to bed. The last thing I wanted to do was share any truth with you, because, you know, look at all the mistakes I've made. But I got up, and I moved forward just a little bit, and I focused on just this one thing, just one thing. And then that one thing led to another thing. And I quit thinking about yesterday, because yesterday is gone. I can't fix it. I can't change it. It's gone. I have to quit replaying those mistakes in my head. It doesn't do any good. I have a good friend that every time a particular subject has been brought up, she likes to start back in 1812, 2 decades, two centuries ago, when, you know, men first started walking on the earth. She wants to replay every mistake ever made. And then she wants to compound it and show how those mistakes, in truth, it's my mistakes. She wants to point out my mistakes. This is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. And replaying this exhausts me and keeps me from moving forward. It doesn't matter who's replaying the past. If you're replaying the past, you're not focused on today. And if you're not focused on today, you can't get anything done. Today is all we have. We have to choose to work in today. And that means letting yesterday go. The second thing is that yesterday is not today. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day the Lord has made. We are to rejoice and be glad in this day. Not worry about what happened yesterday. This is the day. This is all we have. Psalm 118 is the psalm where you'll find this is the day the Lord has made. God tells us that each and every morning he makes a new day for us. It is a new day. And if we take all the 24 hours in this new day and we spend it on yesterday, we will be in the same place tomorrow that we were today because of yesterday, or worse, because now all of our today was spent on yesterday, and tomorrow that means we'll be complaining about the waste that we made yesterday because of the day before. So we have to recognize today is the day. When I am struggling with the mistakes of yesterday, any attention I can shift to right now. And I mentioned already the little bits. Sometimes it's just getting up and moving. Sometimes it's just walking. I'll be honest with you. The whole reason I'm doing the podcast today, right now, is because I have made a commitment to do it every day, and I have built a consistency, and I don't want to lose that traction. I did the same thing with walking. I've been walking 10,000 steps every day, and the other day it rained. Every time I got up to go walk, it rained. I had to get very creative in how I could get my 10,000 steps, but I wanted to get my 10,000 steps today because I wanted to keep that consistency going. I was focused on today, not on tomorrow, not on yesterday. I mean, although I liked the nice pattern that I was creating, but today, this is all I have to work with. If I don't use it correctly, then I will again be fretting over what I didn't do yesterday, tomorrow. See how that works? I mean, I'm already exhausted. I don't even know what I'm talking about. The third thing is that what if and if only, they're as bad as should, right? I should have, I could have, I would have, what if only. All those guys hang out together to exhaust us. Their whole purpose in life is to keep us from seeing what we can do and beat us up with what we didn't and can't do. That doesn't accomplish anything, ever. All I can do is all I can do, and that is all I can do. All I can do is all I can do. And it can't be dependent on what you will or will not do. By taking all of my energy and putting it on what if. What if I had done this way? What if I had said this in the testimony? What? It doesn't matter. You could formulate the perfect dialogue for yesterday, but you still can't get there to use it. What you said is done. What you do today after what you said is what will make the difference in your tomorrow. Mulling over what you said, coming up with new things that you could have said, coming up with new arguments that you could have made, will not change the outcome because yesterday is done. Let it go. Focus on what you can do today. The fourth thing is to remember that the past is only good for forgiving and forgetting. Forgive yourself and others. Ask for forgiveness from God. Learn and let it go. Forget it. If worrying about it, mulling over it, creating new dialogue still doesn't change the results, why do you hold on to it? Whether it's a mistake you made or something somebody did to you. And believe me, when it came to that decision that came down and what the insurance did to us, it was very hard to let go. And when I talk about it, when I mull over it, when I stay in that yesterday, I pick it back up. I pick it back up and hug it like a teddy bear. I mean, it feels good to be mad at them. You know, they're the insurance company. We all get to be mad at the insurance company. But it doesn't change anything. All it does is exhaust me. Do you want to live exhausted? Because that's what dwelling in the past does. It exhausts us. It steals all of our time, energy, and resources. And even though we've wasted all of our time, energy, and resources on yesterday, it doesn't change today. The only way to change today and prepare for tomorrow is to step into today. It is to take a step in today. It is to take a step in the now. Now is the time. And finally, the fifth thing is to stop looking behind. You cannot look behind you and walk forward. I dare you to try it, especially if you're walking along the water edge. Somebody's going in. In the scripture, it's, Luke 9. In Luke 9, it talks about if you put your hands to the plow, you can't look back. Anyone who's ever plowed a field knows that if you're not looking straight ahead, when you get to the end of the row and you look behind you, your row does this because you can't look behind you and hoe a straight line. You cannot do that. You cannot look behind you and walk forward. You'll end up running into something or someone or falling in the water, depending on where you are. The only way to walk forward is to look forward. And we are called to keep our eyes on Jesus. And Jesus is ahead of us. He's not behind us. Yes, God is before us and God is behind us. He's protecting us on all sides. But Jesus is not trailing behind. And if I'm going to keep my eyes on Jesus, I can't do it looking behind me. I can only do it looking ahead. Philippians 3 reminds us to forget the things that lie behind us. That theme's repeated over and over, Old Testament and New Testament. Forget what was. Focusing on what was won't get you to what you're supposed to be. Focusing on what was will only hinder your next step. Focusing on what was keeps you in the lies of the enemy and not the hope of the Father. Because the hope lies in today, the now, this moment here. Yesterday is gone. No matter how much energy, no matter how much time we invest in yesterday, nothing changes from yesterday. We can invest in being better people and making better choices. We can invest in the Word and learning from the Word so that we do better moving forward. But we can't change yesterday. And if we will hold to that truth, if we will lean into that truth that yesterday is gone, nothing we can do can change yesterday, then that gives us the resources and the focus to be able to take the step in today. And today is the day. Today is the moment that you get to choose your abundant life and you get to live boldly, in purpose and on purpose, the way the Father intended for you, the way the Father intended for me. But I can't ever do that if I'm focused on yesterday. Let it go. Yesterday is gone. Thank you for joining me for today's Growing Hope. I am Kathryn Lang. Connect with me, share with me your yesterday struggles, and let's move forward together. Until next time, in all that you're doing, find a way to be blessed, and more importantly, find a way to be a blessing.
Thank you for joining us for Growing Hope with Kathryn Lang, where we are sharing hope, encouragement, and inspiration to do more. Visit www.kathrynlang.com to invite Kathryn to be part of your event or to share your own stories of possibility living. Until next time, remember that a seed of hope planted and nurtured will grow up into a world of possibilities.